Okay, so there's a robin right there, and there's the green, there's the yellow, there's the red. Okay, we're good to go. That might be a way to do this as well. Make sure that everybody uses this as the Toastmasters app on the phone. Please welcome Graham Cares. What was that again? The word to the wise. Graham Cares.
Here's something you may not know. In Australia, there is no built architecture more than 250 years old. Not a house, not a shed, not a barn, not a church, nothing. Now, that doesn't mean that there were no people here before that 250-year mark. In fact, there were. There have been people in this country for 20, 40, 60,000 years, and they have left their mark on this country. There are cave paintings which are ancient and incredibly evocative. There are dreaming stories which actually tell how the land was formed. But there's no built architecture before European settlement, and that's less than 250 years ago. In a lot of ways, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, Australia is a work in progress. It's ancient and it has traditions, but it has a patina of modernity over the top. In a lot of ways, I am like that. I come to you, to this meeting, not as some callow youth, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. No, I have a history of Toastmasters. I first joined about 35 years ago, and I gave 10 years or so to the organisation. But then, well, how do I put this? Life just got in the way. During my 10 years as a member, I was a competition speaker. In fact, I had won all 4 major competitions at division level and at 3 of those at district level. I had been an officer in every club I joined. I'd been an area governor, as it was then, and a division governor. I mention this not to boast. I mean, hey, in this company, I am but a neophyte. But I mention it to show you how important Toastmasters was and what a hole it left in my life when I had to put it aside. For 25 years, I was not a member. I toyed with the idea of rejoining, but quite frankly, my family and my career obviously had to come first. And then 2 years ago, I gave up full-time work. And my wife said to me, hey, look, I married you for better or for worse, but I didn't marry you for lunch every day. And so I had to go out and do something else. I tried to recreate myself as a communicator, as a trainer, as a writer, and part of that meant that I needed to reskill, and so I rejoined Toastmasters. Initially 2 clubs, one a senior club, which was there to kick my derriere, as it were, when I did things wrong, and a less experienced club where most of the members were, well, newer Toastmasters. In fact, a lot of them had English as a second language. And so the idea was that what I learned in one club, I would pass on to the other. Well, so goes the theory. In fact, what actually happened was that I discovered that rather than being a competitive speaker, which I wanted to be, I was going to get back involved in leadership. I, after about 6 months, was asked to and accepted a role as area governor, or area director as it is now, which meant, of course, that I couldn't compete. But that didn't matter because I'd learned that Toastmasters is a bit like riding a bicycle. If you don't do it for a while, you get very wobbly at first, but then muscle memory kicks in and you remember the skills. But one of the skills that I remembered, one of the skills that I enjoyed most was leading rather than just communicating. And so I've now joined 3 bricks and mortar clubs, each of which has a different opportunity for me to either learn or to grow. One is that home club that I mentioned. Another is a senior club, which has as its raison d'etre the fact that we must maintain dual membership with a home club and take what we learn back to the organisation. The third is a struggling club that got down to about 6 members 6 months ago, but we're now at 12. We're expecting to hit 15 shortly, and I promise you that we will be at charter strength by this time next year. Those are my 3 bricks and mortar clubs. I also have 3 online clubs from which I gain a whole new set of skills, but also, well, I get a chance to indulge my nerdy geekery. I am a technical junkie. And then there's this club, D.T.M Masters. I need a club that occasionally kicks me in the posterior if I start to slack off. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would ask that you put your kicking shoes on and get ready. But the other thing is, now I'm not an officer of this club, so I can't get to the dashboard, but I would be willing to bet that the sheer experience of this club is much more than just years. It's much more than just decades. In fact, I would suspect that there is centuries of experience in this club. And I would like to use that base of experience. I would like to use that level of Toastmasters oomph to build a new me. I mentioned before that Australia was a work in progress. Well, so am I. I'm trying to recreate myself. I'm trying to make me a better me. And I would like to be using D.T.M Masters as the base for that, so that we can all be a work in progress. Mr. Toastmaster.
Robin, do we have a Thomas report